My name is Eleanor Grant. I am 60 years old, and I live alone in a small, quiet house on the edge of Portland. Life has not been gentle with me. Many years ago, my husband walked out of our lives without a word. One morning he was there, and by night he was gone. I never learned where he went or why he left. I had only one child, my son Daniel. When his father abandoned us, Daniel was too young to remember him. He never asked about the man who walked away. Whenever I tried to speak about the past, Daniel would look down and quietly change the subject. After my husband left, I had nothing except a little boy who needed me. I worked everywhere I could. In the mornings, I cleaned houses. In the evenings, I worked at a bakery. My hands were always tired and my back ached every night, but I never complained. Everything I did for Daniel. I paid rent, bought school books, cooked meals, and gave up every dream I once had. I wanted my son to grow up without feeling the emptiness I felt. Daniel grew into a kind, smart young man. Every time I saw him laugh, every time he achieved something, I felt proud. I believed he would always stay close to me. I thought he would never forget the sacrifices I made. But things changed when he turned 25. One afternoon, he came home smiling in a way I had never seen before. He told me about a woman named Alicia. He said she was confident, beautiful, funny, everything he ever wanted. I was happy for him because a mother's happiness comes from her child's smile. The following Sunday, he brought Alicia home for dinner. She was polite at first, warm even. She complimented the house, the food, but her eyes told a different story. There was a sharpness in them, something that made my heart uneasy. Still, I said nothing. I didn't want to stand between my son and his happiness. Slowly, Alicia began shaping Daniel in quiet, subtle ways. She never insulted me outright. Instead, she would say things like, "Daniel, you should dress better. We should eat somewhere nicer. This place is too simple. My friends don't live like this." Daniel started changing. His smile changed. His voice changed. He stopped meeting his old friends and began acting like the people she admired. My son was drifting away from me, and I could do nothing but watch. Then our Sunday dinner stopped. First he was busy, then tired, and eventually he stopped coming altogether. Our phone calls became shorter. "I'll call you later, Mom." But later never came. One evening, I finally gathered the courage to visit him. My hands trembled as I took the elevator to the 4th floor. I stood in front of apartment 22 and knocked softly. Alicia opened the door. Her eyes held no warmth. "Is Daniel home?" I asked gently. "He is," she replied coldly, "but he doesn't want to see you." I felt my heart sink. "What do you mean?" She crossed her arms. "Daniel wants freedom. He feels trapped. He wants to live his life without your interference." Freedom from me? The mother who raised him alone? I looked past her, hoping my son would step forward, say something, anything. But he didn't. He stayed hidden behind her shadow, silent. I turned away and walked down the hallway with heavy steps. My son, my entire world, had let the door close between us. Months passed. No calls, no visits, no messages. People whispered behind my back, blaming me. But I stayed silent. Only a mother knows the truth her heart carries. One morning, while reading the newspaper, my eyes caught a familiar name, Daniel Grant. The article said Alicia had cheated on him with his closest friend. I felt the newspaper slip from my hands. My heart shattered. I wanted to run to him, hold him, protect him from the pain. But I remembered the last time he spoke to me. I was afraid he would reject me again. That evening, a knock echoed to my empty house. No one ever visited me. My hands shook as I opened the door. There he was, Daniel, but not the confident man he had become. He looked lost, broken. His eyes were red and filled with tears. "Mom," he whispered, and before I could even breathe, he fell into my arms and sobbed like a child. "My boy," I whispered, holding him tight. "It's all right. You're home." I didn't think about the pain he caused me. I didn't think about the lonely nights. All I saw was my son, the child I had raised with trembling hands and an unbroken heart. Daniel moved back in with me. My house, once silent, now felt alive again. I heard his footsteps in the hallway, his voice calling out to me. I slept peacefully for the first time in years. People asked me, how can you forgive him so easily? How can you forget everything? They don't understand. A mother's heart isn't made of flesh. It is made of forgiveness. When I look at Daniel, I don't see the grown man who hurt me. I see the little boy who once held my hand tightly. Families hurt each other, yes, but families can heal too. And no matter what happens, I will never stop loving my son.